Thought I'd do a little video on the shed that I rebuilt. And I've got more things I want to do to it, but it's insulated. It's got power. The power's over there in the corner. I can easily disconnect it. Got the door in, some caulking done. Probably paint it next year, and try to get it, painted up real good. A couple of latches here. This one I can lock, and actually I found out that this latch I can lock too. But it does have a roll-up door on the inside, and of course the door is well insulated. And so the sun's pretty bright right there. And just to give you an idea, roll-up door, and then this insulated door, which sealed up pretty good. Lucked out on that. I'm not a carpenter by any means, so it's just kind of dumb luck. And then, of course, the insulation and the ceiling, that's an R13 factor. And it's got the 1-inch styrofoam behind it, and that's over 3. It's almost 4. So you're looking at almost 17 R factor, which is pretty good for Idaho. I got some storage up above, but this row right here is the salsa that I did, and man, we go through salsa. We eat a lot of salsa, so you can see there's a little bit more. We started back on the second row. I haven't even moved out my 2014 jars from the house yet. That's going to pretty much fill up this section here. This should be salsa. And over here on this side, you got empty shelves. Nice fluorescent light there. Nice and bright. Anyhow, this is going to be the shelving for the tomato jars that I'm canning, and got quite a few already canned, and I've got more to go because the tomatoes have not stopped canning. Now it's kind of a mess because I'm just throwing things in here. It'll get a little more, how time goes by, it'll be more organized. Got some junk left over up there and more over there, but a lot of goodies. A lot of canned goods that I moved in, but I've got quite a bit more to move in. And what I did do is I have this four-way put in there, and then just 180 degrees over here by the door where I got the switches. I've got the two ends of the sheds, and then an outside light that I need to put the outside light up. I do have it. It'll go in. It's got the LED lights, and it's motion detection and all that good stuff. So it will, I think it'll do pretty good. You'll notice that there's a difference in height on these, but I did that on purpose. At least that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. And this is about the right size, so I'm going to put a drop-down shelf right on that, so that you can set it up, and you can set a case on there and go through the case. And so I will eventually have a drop down shelf right here, and that's more my wife's height that she'd like, where the rest of it, if you notice, like over there, that's quite a bit higher. Now it works good for the boxes and all, but I did this section for my wife. Now this over here I did little difference. You notice that it's up more, and that has to do with these cans, and I can get about 5 cans across here eventually. Right now I've got storage. I'm throwing things around until I find all my jars and get them filled. But this row right here is pretty much empty jars that I'm working through. So I'm pulling out the pints for the salsa and the quarts for the tomatoes and so forth. There's a little bit up here, more up there. It's one of the juicers, it's just kind of a, no, just a collect-all right now. And I did have a couple of racks that we were able to fit in here. Just worked out, you know, couldn't ask for better. And same thing on the other end, really. Hope you don't get too dizzy when I swing that around. And so that worked real good. You see, I don't have anything on that end, but I will have. And then there's, let me move back a little bit. I just started throwing these canned goods and stuff like that. There's some, you know, stored oil and just odds and ends. I just wanted to get it out of the house and get it in here.